Hello, this is Statman AJT from the Number Streets podcast. I'm here with Stanley Christian. I'm 28.17 rebounds tonight. Tell us about the game, Mr. Christian.
Tonight it was a competitive game, so we had to play physical. We played against a lot of vets, so our young guys we had to step them up. I mean, they had to step up and play a lot of physicality and a lot of mental. It's like mental toughness. And when we got a little tired and everything, that's when we made our little mental mistakes, and then we can't have that. So going into the next game, we got to put us to the side. That's what we got to do, and win the next game.
All right, now what goes into guarding a threat like Jaleel Nelson? He's good on the ball. He's good on the ball. Talk about what challenges that presents your defense when you have a versatile threat on and off the ball.
First of all, he's a great player. He's a great player. So when you play great players, you gotta take away something. And most guys is like guarding him because he's so versatile. He's so versatile. Like he'll give you, he'll drive to the basket, he'll give you a shot. He might pump fake you, he'll give you a mid range. So you just gotta play smart. You gotta play smart. You gotta play agile. You gotta don't try to. You can't out quick him or anything like that. You just gotta play smart, play subtle. You gotta make him mess up. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Going into next game tomorrow against the Atlanta Storm, what are the keys to come out with a dub for the Neptunes?
We gotta play hard, play smart, play together. That's the main thing. And we gotta minimize the turnovers. We gotta communicate more. We gotta learn how to talk to each other. So that's what we still struggling with. So once we build that, but we gotta get on the money now because the season is here. We can't hold each other's hands no more. We can't do that. We can't baby nobody. So these young guys got to know. You got to come here with the IQ. They're still a pro level. So we got to minimize mistakes. We got to play hard, play together, and to the end it off, we got to have fun. We got to love this. I love this game. So you got to have fun at the end of the day.
Stanley Christian coming off a 28.17 rebound performance. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us at the Number Streets podcast. You have a good one. Stat podcast, and I got Jaleel Nelson from the Fredricksburg Grizzlies. He had 26 points tonight, Jaleel. Thank you for taking the time post-game to talk to us. Tell us a little bit about your game. What went into the 26 points tonight?
Yeah, man. With me, for one, it's just all about winning, man. The points and stuff, I could have cared less if I scored 30 or 0. But just being versatile, giving coach whatever he asks for. If I need a bucket, then cool, I go out and get a bucket. If you need me to get a stop on defense, then I can do that too. But tonight it was just really just transition, man. Getting down the floor, man, beating cats down the floor, man, getting easy layups, free throws here and there, and points just added up after that.
You mentioned the versatility. I noticed you do have a bit. You can shoot. You can put the ball on the floor. One thing that I personally appreciate is the off-ball cutting. So adding the off-ball cutting. So, where does the versatility come from? What in your mind? How do you know when to get on the ball, when to go off the ball, to make a cut? What goes into that decision-making for you?
I think one of the things that really came into it, man, is just time. It's just time, After playing the game for so long, and you kind of read defensive players' tendencies, what they're going to do, when they're going to turn their head. But for anybody out there that watches this podcast, man, for the young guys, if your defender turns his head, then it's time for you to cut to the basket, So he's going to be looking for where you were, and then you're no longer there. So it's easy buckets if you cut to the basket, man, every time.
Thank you for taking the time with us, Jaleel. Again, 26 points tonight. The Statman AJT from the Number Streets podcast. Y'all have a good one.